It wasn't a case of coming out, it was just a case of I was always out. And when he came to work at the bank, he knew straight away from coming in with the atmosphere that was there, and it was just comfortable from the start.
Well, I used to work in a different branch and I was getting transferred over, and I heard him saying, oh, David's name was mentioned one day, and I heard him saying that David was the gay person, but as soon as I started at work, I knew straight away like that's who they were talking about, even though there's a few Davids in the branch.
He wouldn't tell me over the phone, and I was living in Scotland at the time. And I came home and he said, I have something to tell you. And I said, okay, I'll tell you later. So we went out Christmas shopping, and Mum and Dad cornered me in the shopping centre and so I was like, we need to talk to you. Cathal thinks he's gay. Will you talk to him? Just, you know, sort it out for us. I said, yeah, all right, if you want me to sort it out, I'll sort it out, no bother. So later on we went home and I lay in the bed and relaxed, and he walked around the room getting really stressed. And he said, I have something to tell you, I have something to tell you. I said, okay, I'm gay. I said, okay, fair enough, yeah. Why did you think you're gay? Yeah, it was the worst question I ever asked. He told me exactly why he thought it was gay. So I went downstairs and had to say to Mum and Dad, yeah, he's gay. Yeah, he's really, really gay.
I don't know, I think I just have a more relaxed opinion about it. Plus, I pretty much knew anyway. I kind of was like, yeah, tell me. I know it's true.
I don't know how. The straightest person ever.
Oh, well.
Well, I came out to the rest of my friends like probably a month later, and they didn't really say anything.
Some of them didn't like it. Some were acted very weird about it. Like.
Yeah, some actually did.
And then she came out to our friends now just this year.
I came out to my family.
Like the old school.
Yeah.
Like going back, and they all just looked at her going, oh, I walked away. It's like,
all right, yeah.
Oh, see you later.
I think it was like, I was 15 and I tried to tell him for ages, but it was so hard because I was still dealing with it at the time as well, so it's quite difficult. I tried to write down on a piece of paper that I was bisexual, and then I couldn't tell him, so I'd Tipp-X it out and then I'd run to the bathroom, but he just kind of turned over the paper and seen it anyway, so it was kind of stupid. But I told him anyway one drunken night, and that was it, it was grand.
She's still Amy, whether she's gay or not. It's still Amy. It doesn't make a difference to me at all. She's still the same person, she just likes girls.
They did when I come in, and I found them rooting through my wardrobe for a few dresses, messing, trying them on, like me high heels, and the high heels wouldn't fit him, but he was saying, no, I'll put half my foot into it and I'll just squash down the back. I said, no, you won't just squash down the back. Me makeup gone, hairbrushes, hairdryer, which you haven't even got that much hair. Hairdryer, straighteners, everything, you name it, like, it was just gone. As soon as he came out about being gay, that was it, he took over the whole being a girl. I wasn't the only girl anymore.
I mean, you really didn't come out to a lot of people before you came out to the guys in work, I don't think.
Yeah, I think their reaction actually helped me come out to a lot more people.
Why was that?
They were all just really cool about it, sound about it.
I think because I'd seen her in a relationship with a guy, and I could see he didn't satisfy her anyway, intellectually, you know, anyway, really. So that when she came home and she said, there's somebody I really want you to meet. And I was a bit, you know, it was early days, yeah, because if it had been a guy, she wouldn't have been saying that. So I was sort of standing back a bit. But I could see how happy she was, and still is.
I wouldn't say that I necessarily knew, but it wasn't something that I thought about either, you know, that sort of way. It was just Lynn, like, you know.
Yeah. But your parents, like her parents turned around and said to me, like after I told them that, oh, sure, we knew that. Yeah. I was like, oh, he's saying I'm butch. I got really offended. Instead of like not caring that they didn't care, I was kind of like, oh, how could you?
Oh, I was standing in the kitchen, I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. And because my dad was on his own, I was like, this is the time. And I went in, I was like, Dad, I have something to tell you. And he was like, what? I was like, oh, I can't tell you. And he's like, come on, just tell me. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, it's really big and like it's hard to say. And I was like, okay, I'm not gay, but I'm not straight. And he's like, what, are you confused? I was like, no, I'm bi. And he's like, what's that? He didn't even know what it was. I was like, oh, God.
I think it was easier to come out to my friends than it was my family, in all fairness, but they were very supportive about it, so. My sister was delighted. She was like, oh, I really want to know someone to go shopping with. So I was like, yeah, not going to happen.
I came out to both my parents separately just because I thought that was the right thing to do. And I came out to my mother and she said, la la la, we love you anyway, but don't get AIDS. And that was grand. And the next day I went up to my dad and it was in the car and my dad was just like, I was talking to your mum and I was like, so you know then? He was like, yeah. And I was like, do you have a problem with it? And he's like, no, not at all. But don't let it affect your studies. So that was my parents' reaction.
My dad was completely fine with it. He was like, oh yeah, that's fine or whatever, because yeah, he didn't mind at all. My mum, I think she was a bit upset, not because I was gay, but just she kind of, I think the perception of like when gays come out, the mothers are kind of worried for them and kind of what type of life they're going to have and stuff. And that's kind of, it's just kind of like, I don't know, I think being gay, it's like such much more fun and I think it's a much better quality of life. Just really personally, and like I know she doesn't really see that. She's always terrified I'm going to get my head kicked in every time I go out and kind of stuff like that, but it's fine. I just reassure her I go out with 100 gays and it's fine.
I used to live with this girl and in my first year of college, and other people thought that there was a chemistry between the two of us, which was obviously not really true. And this person ended up saying it to Justina when she was very drunk that nothing was ever going to happen because I'm gay. I found out that she knew
a week after about, because I kept it quiet because me and my friend decided to keep it quiet just to let him say whenever he's ready. Yeah. But yeah, after a week he kind of knew.
Yeah, we were drinking in the student bar and she said something like, to my other friend, she said, it must be nice having a gay friend. And then she stared directly at me. And I was like, oh, you must know then.
Yeah, it wasn't very subtle about me.
Yes, everyone's telling me I should come out as a lesbian because like apparently I'm a lesbian in the closet. I'm still in Narnia and I have to come out to save myself, apparently.
Who told you that?
I told everyone. Thanks, Caroline. Yeah. No, just everyone. Like, even my brothers are like, it's either gay or straight, because, bisexuals, otherwise known as the greedy people.
I don't.
They
just can't be happy with one. They want both.
Yeah.
It's unfair
if
on
I
us
liked
then.
one, I would like one. But I like both, so it's not my fault.
What's okay?
Maybe one day I'll probably like one.
One day.
Maybe one day.
Hopefully in the future.
I can't find the key to this door. I'm looking for it still.